Yeah, good goal, boys. Yo, what's going on, Team 20? I hope you're all super well. It's game day. Parramatta FC, huge game in the context of our season. If we lose today, there's a big chance that we'll go down in relegation, but if we win, our hopes are still up there high. Now, a couple of minutes ago, Papa Tweedy was out right here. I'll put the photo on screen, and he had about 100 birds on him. So Papa Tweedy, bit of a bird whisperer as well. Now today, weather's a little bit off. We can usually see out through there, but there's a lot of fog and mist. Oh wow, it's coming towards me. And that may be what it's like today, because we're heading up to Lithgow, which is, Dad, how far is it from here?
Oh, I don't know, couple of hours drive.
Couple of hours drive. Our furthest away game that we have to go to, picking up Maddie on the way. Looking forward to it, but it's gonna be freezing out there, man. So cold, but that's what you do for football. So let's jump in the car. Maddie will be in there eventually. Let's go. We're off. We got the doggy. Spinny, how you going? You good?
Lift him into the back, please.
Ah, he's too old to jump up anymore. Good dog. So we take Spencer every now and then. He goes to my old stepmom's place, and we kind of like share the dog. It's a little bit weird, isn't it, Dad?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, but there he is. Good dog. Gotta do the introductions. I think they're best friends now. I got driving duty. Probably best driver in the world. Alright, so we're in the car. What time is it? It is 11:08, so we've been driving for an hour and 8 minutes.
Already?
Maddie's in the back. How are you finding my driving in the trip,
It's
mate?
so bad. If Tuesday, Thursday wasn't enough to get a 3-hour drive or 2-hour drive on a match day, it's so bad. It's frightening, honestly, it's frightening.
I just thought I'd treat you to the full experience, but we got Papa Tweedy behind the camera.
Hi there.
Yeah, we are heading off, and then we're gonna get some lunch pretty soon. What are you feeling, mate?
It's a big game today again. I know every time we do a blog, it's called we say it's a big game, but
Yeah.
Today is a big game. I think a team that are not doing very well, and we really should be beating teams like this. So
You have to win these games.
yeah,
don't you?
comfortably as well. I don't want a 1-0 or a 2-1. I think it's got to be a comfortable 2-0 or above, I think.
Yeah.
And Sheldon, your man's got to grab some goals today, at least one.
Yeah, and I want to
I'll
see.
be disappointed if you haven't scored today.
He's got to score multiple goals.
And I want to see you on the score sheet as well. We've arrived to the ground. Papa Tweedy drove the last little bit. Good drive.
It's all right. Nice day.
Whose driving's better?
It's a non-contest.
Thanks, mate.
Papa Tweedy,
We'll leave that bit out. Thank you, mate. Anyway, we're at the ground. Wow, nice little suburban ground. You looking forward to this ground review, mate?
Yeah, sure am.
And we'll cut to that now. Papa Tweedy on the mic.
Here we are again, Papa Tweedy's world famous ground rant. And in two parts today. On the one hand, this ground is shocking. It's just awful, one of the worst ones we've ever played at. Let's have a look at it and you'll see what I mean. So the ground itself is okay, probably okay to play on. Grass, not mud. There is grass, it's relatively short, it's reasonably flat. Not the best ever, but it's okay. But from my point of view, there is no height. There is no grandstand. There aren't even any seats. Bring your own seat. For an MPL3 ground, that's appalling. Bring your own seat. How did they even let them in? There's no height, maybe a quarter of a metre above the level. That's as good as it gets. So that's the first half of the story. Terrible. The second half of the story is that I don't want to be too hard on these guys. This is about 2.5 hours west of Sydney, up in the mountains bordering Sydney. And we're basically in the countryside. This is a little country town. Now, I grew up in a country town pretty much like this, except I was about another 300 miles further west, out on the flat plains in a little town called Leeton, about the same size as this, and they struggle for facilities. The politicians obviously don't come here with their $5 million offering to build an artificial pitch and a fancy grandstand, so they do their best with what they've got. and the city is always a whole lot better than the country in terms of facilities. And I've got to admire this team. This is boys from the bush, drawn from all over the place. God knows how far they have to travel. So they do the best with what they've got. This is what I grew up with, and I admire them for pressing on and persisting, trying to follow the dream of playing football, no matter how crappy the grounds are. Anyway, let's see how we go. Bye.
Right, so this is how we started off the game. Basically, all you guys need to know is I started off playing as an attacking midfielder, and similar kind of formation. Things always change throughout the match, though. Here, oh, look at that scoreboard, baby. I added that one for you guys. So I played the ball out in front to our striker, our right winger, who almost puts the ball in for our striker very early on. Now, 2nd minute, Soshi picks up the ball, puts it through. I receive the ball knowing that I can turn. A little bit heavy on that touch, but I continue the play, looking for a through ball, and it pops out to me, and your boy Tweedy picks up the goal in the 2nd minute. Man, that was just the start we wanted. I said to Matt before the game, I said, man, just an early goal will be so good for us. Just get on the score sheet and then kick on from there, and it's exactly what we wanted. So that made it 1-0 to us. We can see here again, just following up, I was onside, put it across the goalkeeper. Nice, neat finish into the corner. Brilliant. Loved it. Here, I pick up the ball. I have some very good positions. That's what I thought throughout this game. I picked up I put myself into some very good positions, but didn't get the ball all the time. I found that it was a game where I really needed to make runs in behind a whole lot because the field is quite small, and I thought, these guys were quite vulnerable when I made these runs in behind. We saw that's how we scored the first goal. But it's one of those games. You've got to adjust. Every game is different. You can't always just assume the same positions every time. Little 1-2 here, and they play a nice through ball here in between the left back and the centre back for our right back to run onto. Great little bit of play between me and him. Unfortunate that he didn't get the cross in, but really good little combination there that he was able to be on that same sort of wavelength. Throw in, and I just put my body in between the player and the ball. He pulls me down. We get the free kick, much better position on the field, and we can go forward with it. We can keep it, whatever we decide to do. So good press there by our striker. I was able to run in, pick up the scraps, I guess you would call it, and intercept that ball for us. Pick up the ball from the throw-in, play it out in front of our guy. A little bit too far because then I've kind of put him in this situation, probably a little bit softer so he could have hit it first time. Because I put it so far out in front, he wasn't able to hit it first time. Now pick up the ball here. Now our right winger got slammed by the coach. I gave him a bit of a slam as well because he wasn't as high as he could have been, and that let that ball down. I said to him after, and the coach said to him after as well, you need to be as high as you possibly can, and then I can play the through ball to him in behind, and that's what I was really looking for there. So coach slammed him, I slammed him, but he definitely learned from that. Cut in there. Oh, unfortunate with that shot. Needs to be a little bit better. I'm looking for that top right corner. Good little run here. I make my run in behind again. These guys are vulnerable in behind, and little one-on-one finish. Didn't quite come off, but at this point I got moved over to the left wing, and I'm kind of, again, making those dangerous runs out wide. From the corner, comes out. I'm reacting to where the ball goes. Hold on to it for a second, play it off, and then I look for this ball again. Great little pass out in front, and just a brain snap, man. Absolute brain snap. Left foot cross first time. On a field like this, take a touch, and on top of that, take a touch and look for a little combination play with that number 9 or look to take the player on. That was just silly. But we move on. I decide to go inside here. I go, all right, there's a heap of space. I can go inside here, and it drags that right back in. And nice little dummy. Put it across the keeper. Bang! 2-0. So I pick up the second goal in the 45th minute, right before halftime. So, two good goals at two great times of the match. One right at the start, one right at the end of the half. So they go into the change room with their heads down, and we go in with our heads up. Football is a huge mental game, and we definitely had that mental edge going into halftime. Give Matty a bit of a smile. But, yeah, great little leave by our number 9. You can see here, he leaves it. I run in behind. I see him misses everyone. And I just know that the keeper's coming across. And if I hit it first time, he's not going to expect it. And he definitely didn't because my body shape was facing the other way. Moving into the second half, I'm now left wing. Still left wing. using my body there, and then I do this nice little shimmy here to give myself just a little bit of room so that I can play that ball and we can keep it and go out the other side. Little bit of movement there, we switch it and continue the switch, goes out to our centre back, and I'm staying nice and wide, and I should have read this ball a little bit better. I didn't think it was going to make it all the way, and it gets caught under my feet, and I didn't quite take him on. That happens twice. We pick up the corner, so it's not the end of the world, but I need to get it out of my feet. It might be this one I get it caught under my feet again. Let's have a look. Pick up. Oh yeah, so again, caught under my feet right there, and yeah, not amazing. Again, I still keep it. I'm looking for options. Still keep the ball. I would have just liked a cleaner sort of 1v1 in that situation. But again, not the end of the world. Still keep it, and we end up winning a corner. At this point now, I've moved out to right wing. Great little ball by Soshi again, through to me. I need to, this touch needs to take me a little bit closer to the goal because that was just poor. I've taken myself way too wide. Matt, Dad, and I, we all sat down in the car. We had 2.5 hours, and I tell you what, they slammed me for my missed chances. I absolutely got hammered. So I'm always my biggest critic, and then they also slam me as well. So trust me, I've been slammed enough. And then there's definitely steps that I'm going to take to improve myself in the coming weeks so that I can execute on those chances rather than kick it at the goalkeeper. And we'll see that a little bit sooner as well. Ball gets put in. So this is another one. I need to put this on the ground, man. I had the swing that I worked on the other day, but that if you watch it again, you'll see that the keeper, it almost went through his hands and through his face. But if that goes along the ground, keeper is no chance. I thought I'd hit it with my inside of the foot to really get that curl, but I need to hit it with laces so that I can get that curl along the ground. So inside allows me to get it higher up and with that curl because of the angle of the ball, but with the laces, it allows me to get the curl along the ground. So two different techniques, just needed to change it up, but focus again. Here, ball comes out from the corner, looking to supply an option. We keep the ball, and here I'm kind of trying to direct play, check off my man. No, I can turn here, drag that player in a little bit, and I look for the cross. Comes back to me, it's okay, nice little bit of footwork, bang, cut it back. Oh! And I said to the striker, and he said he should have taken it first time as well. I just gave him a little bit of advice. I said, man, first time, you got to hit those ones inside the box. And he goes, yeah, should have hit it first time. So, you know, as long as he's learning from it, that's all that really matters to me as well. Again, first touch needs to take me closer to the goal because I don't finish. I don't finish again. Same sort of position that I'm getting. And we do that this touch right, that I needed to get a touch on that to take me towards goal. And here, bang, I should finish across goal. I try to chip him and I don't, it's a panic thing. But I'm working on that. I spoke with Maddie about how we can fix that and what steps I can take to improve. And I think you guys will be, if you continue to watch this week, you'll see Wednesday's training session I do by myself will really, that's what I work on. Get the ball here. I do a little fake and then a cutback, and my boy Ace comes through for the strike over the bar. So I'm creating good opportunities. Unfortunate that we're not able to finish, but it's all right. It's okay. Corner ball, I think, no, it wasn't from that. So corner ball, I'm kind of just positioning myself because we played it short. And I'm check off, looking for the ball here. I want to take a touch and finish. Ref got in my way a little bit. Soshi makes a great run in behind, so I play it with the outside of my foot. We get an option, and just didn't work out by creating a lot of little passes. And, oh my God, nearly killed a koala. But, yeah, that left foot cross. The first one, that was just bad because I didn't take a touch. That one, it was just poor execution. And it's odd because my crossing is usually much better than that. Now, again, nice little bit of interplay. 1-2s, bang. Ace again. Ooh, at the keeper. It's unfortunate, but creating a lot of things. That's what I found in this game. Created, but there's definitely a couple of chances that I should have finished. I should have had a hat-trick, for sure. Take the ball down the line here. Then I stand this guy up, dribble inside. I was hoping my number 70 made this little run there because he was standing static on the edge of the box. If I played him, he would have just got closed down. So a through run there and a through ball by me, he would have been one-on-one with the keeper. Finished first time, and he's through on goal. A little bit later on, yes, nice little bit of skill. I get down the line, disguise this pass a little bit, give him a through ball. He puts a through ball in. We're creating chances, and oh my goodness, we just can't get on the end of it. Oh, unfortunate. Very frustrating for everybody as well. This was probably our best bit of play from the game. Ball into me, I drop it off to Yas, Yas into Ace, Ace drops off to me, first time, bang, Simo in behind, picks the ball up, and he just decides to strike it straight down the keeper's throat, and we pick up our third goal. So we were, 86th minute, we were pretty comfortable with that lead, and we were, confident that we are going to go home with the 3 points at that point in the game. And we all celebrate. We loved it. 3-0 late in the game. There's not more you want. Simo picks it up. Bang. First time. Straight in the back of the net. And then from there, in the last, I think it was probably the last kick of the game. 92nd minute. They get a free kick. And I'm in the wall. They, run onto it. Score a header to make it 3-1. But it's not the end of the world for me. I mean, we won. Yes, it's nice to keep a clean sheet. But I mean, we won the game, and, that's what's important to me. So I'm going to leave you guys with the team song. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, go down below, leave a like. See you soon.
Was it one? No! Was it two? No! Was it three? Yes! Wasn't it amazing? Yeah! 3 seconds to do it.